Excited to be going live tonight. All right, Facebook is up, YouTube is up. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone on Facebook. Hello, everyone on YouTube. I am streaming live for the both of you. So excited. I'm going to try to get a good grip on this. This is the first time that I've done live on both. I'm accustomed to going live on Facebook, and I'm accustomed to actually taping videos on YouTube. So this is kind of new for me. So I'm going to try to keep up with both. But I wanted to get on here. As all of you know, I am Tiffany J of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Women's Empowerment. I'm a women's life coach that focuses on helping divorced women, especially heart-centered, compassionate divorced women who have gone through a psychologically abusive, draining marriage and who are ready to, rebuild their lives after divorce, reinvent, rediscover, redefine. And so I'm super excited to be here with you all tonight. You're going to be seeing a whole lot more of me because I have officially announced the wait list for my upcoming course, Thrive Beyond Divorce, and helping you to reinvent, rediscover, and redefine yourself after divorcing a narcissist. Now, the reason that I gave it that title is because I understand not everyone that follows me was married to a narcissist. I get it. But when I say the word narcissism, so many people can relate to that psychologically abusive, gaslighting type of personality. And so I wanted to make sure that I incorporated a phrase that everyone was familiar with. And at the end of the day, labels to me don't matter. If you were in a psychologically abusive relationship, you already know how awful it really was. I'm going to adjust this. You know how awful it was. And a lot of the patterns are the same, whether it's NPD, bipolar personality disorder, narcissism, all the traits of all the abusive traits of a person that is toxic. And it's unfortunate, right? But at the end of the day, you got out of it. And that's the most important part. Now, I know that everyone that follows me may not be able to connect with this message, but I feel like it's so important because after you get out of a relationship like that, you have to literally learn how to rebuild your life. And I was watching something earlier. It was another YouTuber who talks a lot about narcissism in general. And they were talking about like deprogramming from the cult of narcissists, of this narcissistic person. It's almost like being in a cult. And I was like, oh gosh, that's so true. It does sometimes feel like you're inside of a cult and you're the cult of one because the other person is the narcissist, right? But I really wanted to create something that helped women get past that life, to help them kind of deprogram themselves and rebuild themselves. And so as I was thinking over these last couple months, actually it's been a while, over this last year, I was like, I want to really release something that is going to help women, help them rebuild, help them recenter, help them gain their confidence and their clarity back, and really get their life back on track. And so, what does that look like? What could that be about? And so, when I was thinking through a lot of course ideas, this thing kept coming up and it kept nagging at me like, Tiffany, you need to help women rebuild that have specifically gone through this type of psychological abuse. Then, when I say psychological abuse, it's the gaslighting, it's the moving the goalposts because you're never going to win, right? You're never going to be in a situation where you do everything right. It's about the yelling and the screaming. It's about this person is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He's super nice one day and he's super angry the next day, and then he's super nice, and you can never quite understand who he's going to be at any given time. And you are the woman, just like I was, who is the people pleaser, who is the self-sabotager, who is the high achiever in her own life. But when it comes to her relationship, for some reason, she's giving, 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 and doing, 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 just like she does in her job. But yet, he's not happy. He's never happy. Nothing that you do is right. And it's like, how did you get here? How did you get into this relationship? And how do you get out and then start all over again? And that is the place that I was when I made the decision to start working on this course, Thriving Beyond Divorce. And so I wanted to jump in here just to kind of give you some nuggets about what's going to be in the course as I'm continuing to work on it. The waitlist is open, by the way. I'm going to put it in the chat, but we're going to get into the depths of what is narcissism? What does that narcissist abuse feel like? What is it? What has it done to you? What has it done to your life? Then we're going to talk about, Now, how do you rebuild after leaving that? Because it really doesn't end after you get the divorce. It really just perpetuates in your mind because you hear that critic over and over and over again. You hear the constant being told that you're not enough, being put down, being degraded, being humiliated in some instances. And then they come back and they're nice and they tell you they love you and they're sorry and they apologize. And it's just that circle, what I call the honeymoon phase at that point, that vicious circle of really domestic violence, right? So I created this course to help women see not only did you escape the relationship, but you have an opportunity to now completely rebuild your life. And it can be truly over, not just over in the sense of you sign the document and you're done, not just over in a sense of you moved out of the house and you're done, not just over in a sense you got to get away from that person physically. It's over in your mind. And anyone who has ever been in a psychologically abusive relationship knows that that is the worst part of it. It's not just being in the relationship, it's when you get out of it and you still get haunted by those voices, by the memories, by the put downs, all the things that you went through. It's still there. You still question, like, how did I let myself get involved with that person? How did I allow myself to go through that? What part of me thought that that was okay behavior? And it just goes on and on and on. And sometimes to the point where you start to truly just blame yourself. And now that you're divorced, the person is no longer in your life, and yet you're still being victimized because the voice is still in your head and you're victimizing yourself. Now it's you that's controlling you, you that's holding the chains of your own bondage. So I wanted to create this course to help women release those chains, to help women step out and say, you know what? It's over. Like, it's really over. And now I'm going to build a life that truly brings me joy, figure out what that is, and get on that path. And make sure that I set strong boundaries so that I never put myself in that situation ever again. So that is just a sneak peek, just a taste of what the course is going to be about. I'm going to put the link in the description. Let me do that now so that you can get on the wait list. And when you get on the wait list, just know that you're also going to get a free gift. And it's my new lead magnet, my new gift, Empowered Boundaries, which is on the website, but it's also attached to my link here for the wait list. And the wait list, really, once you sign up for the wait list, it just lets me know who's interested in this course, and giving you more information until I get ready to fully launch it, which will be in a couple weeks. So trust me when I say you're going to get even more information about this course in the coming days, in the coming weeks. The plan is to have everything up on the website by next week this time, so that you have an opportunity to see exactly what the course chapters look like, what's involved, what you're going to get out of the course. There's going to be some freebies. There's going to be some giveaways. We are going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be some group involvement. So just know you won't be on this journey alone. I'm going to be right there with you, holding your hand, as well as the other women who have gone through this type of, divorce before, and they're on that journey too. So I put the link to the wait list here in the chat on YouTube, guys. Bear with me because I'm getting accustomed to speaking to two different links, YouTube and Facebook. So Facebook, I will go ahead and put the link once I end the actual live. But YouTube, I just put the link in there again to get on this wait list for Thrive Beyond Divorce. While I'm on here, it's kind of funny because as I was writing this course and I was coming up with this idea, of course, all the memories started to come back to me about some of the things that I experienced when I was, married to my ex. And let me just be clear. Let me get a drink of water really quickly. Let me just be clear in saying that I have been divorced for 7 years. For those of you who watch my YouTube, who follow me online, I have been divorced for 7 years, was married to a person who eventually was diagnosed with a personality disorder, and right there at the end of the divorce, and which all made sense. Definitely displayed what I now know are narcissistic traits. And it was a really difficult time. I had to go through a whole lot of therapy afterwards to get away from him. And even after we got divorced, he stalked me. He followed me to the gym. He followed me around. He was leaving stuff on my car. He was coming to my job. It was just, it just didn't end at the divorce. It just kind of got worse. And I can remember thinking, like, how did I get here? How on earth did I, Tiffany Fambro, this smart, intelligent woman, this high achieving woman, how did I allow myself to get in this situation with this person who I thought was like my best friend? I told him everything. I was vulnerable. I had his back. I was there for him when he needed me. I always supported him. Whatever it was he did, whether he had a job, whether he left a job, whether he was working on his business, whether he wasn't working on his business, whatever new idea that he was coming up with, I was on board. I had his back. I was always defending him. I was, as they say, ride or die. I was with him all the way. How did I get into a situation with a person who, no matter what I did, especially as time passed, over the years, it seems like he got angrier and more resentful. And on the flip side, I became more mousy. I became more quiet. I became less willing to verbalize my needs and my desires. I started to feel like I was walking on eggshells in the marriage. And so it just progressively got worse. And ironically, I always tell people that the point at which everything hit the fan and things got really bad was the point that I thought in my brain that things were calm. In my brain, I was like, okay, the last couple months, he hasn't blown up. We've kind of been at a steady pace. I haven't said anything to make him angry, so we must be in a good place. Like, in my brain, I thought that was a good thing. As long as I kept my mouth shut, didn't say much, kept my desires to myself, didn't nag him, didn't aggravate him, didn't get on his nerves, then everything was going to be fine. But that is not what happened. And I am going to be telling you all over the next few weeks, as I continue to talk about this course, continue to launch the course, all the things that I went through. And let me be clear, I'm not even angry at my ex anymore, because I use the method that I'm going to be teaching in this course on myself. And it took me years, several years, to figure all this out. So everything you're going to be learning in this course is all the things that it took me years to realize. These are the things that you need after a divorce in order to recover, in order to rebuild your life, in order to rediscover yourself, in order to recreate your identity. This is what you need. This is where you need to be. So definitely make sure you get on that wait list. Definitely making sure you come back. I'm going to be doing lives over the next couple of weeks, probably every other day. I'll try to, since I'm getting used to live on both applications, I'll try to make sure to let you know either a couple hours in advance or maybe a day in advance when I know I'm going to go live, and so that you have time to jump on here. But I'm going to leave it there. Again, just to let you guys know, I have officially launched the wait list for the course, which the landing page and all the information will come up next week. So I'll be telling you all about that, and then we'll open the card, and then we'll just let you know even more ideas and even more things that are going to help you move along as you get an opportunity to learn more about this course. Again, I'm super excited. It's been a long time coming. And yeah, I just cannot wait to share more information with you as far as how to rebuild, re-engage, re-identify, renew, refresh, and just thrive and live the life of your dreams and live the life that brings you joy. And if you're following me, and maybe you're a woman who isn't divorced, or you're single, or you feel like that may not be for you, definitely let women that you know, your friends, your family members, other women who have gone through a divorce, a difficult divorce, a tragic divorce, a toxic marriage, someone who you know can identify with some of the things that I'm saying. Let them know about this channel. Follow me here on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. Tell them to join a Facebook group. Tell them to join YouTube. I'm trying to just push everyone to the website to get on the wait list so that you can be informed when I actually launch and get more information about the course. All right, I'll let you go. There's enough talking for me tonight. It's been about 15 minutes. I don't want to make this super long. Expect another live probably tomorrow night. I'll let you know for sure. If I'm going to go live, I'll give you like an hour, 2 hours ahead of time to let you know. As I get accustomed to all this new technology, I'll probably definitely sometime go live on Facebook in the middle of the day, if not at night. But either way, I'll let you know ahead of time. This is Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, and I cannot wait to get this course launched, get it going, and help as many women as I can to truly thrive after divorce. And just know, this is only the beginning.